Alright, part 2 continuing right along. Part 1 consisted of all this stuff. All of it. All that stuff. Gosh, quite a few games to go, man. I love it though. I love talking about my GameCube collection. I just love the GameCube so much. Pikmin. This is one of those games that once you play it and play through it quite a bit, you're not going to want to repeat it. I was almost to the part where I beat the game, but I ran out of time. I needed like one or two more parts, and I ran out of time, and it wanted me to restart the whole game over, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to restart this whole game over. No. So, no. It's a unique experience, though, I'll tell you that much. If you've never played the game, unique experience. Next we have, well, I guess that's not gonna work. Go two at a time. Sonic Mega Collection. This has a bunch of the old games. I believe this is the one that has, the Genesis ones. Has all the Genesis games on it. The other one is the Gems Collection, which is basically this one. But I forget what it has that this one doesn't. That's what I forget. But I don't really play the Mega Collection because I know it's gonna sound weird, but I'm not a retro gamer. I am a collector, but not I don't play much of the retro games. So it didn't interest me that much. Sonic Riders. This game more or less made me angry than anything else because this game is broken. If you didn't know about this game, it's broken. You can't win. You cannot win. I don't care who you are. The game makes it so that you can't win. And I think that it's just stupid. I think it's a really cool game, and if it actually worked and wasn't broken, it would have been a lot more fun. But I don't even want to talk about it. It could have been so much better. Sonic Heroes. This game is a really cool game, actually. You get to pick between your team, and each team has 3 characters on it. There are 4 teams. And you have one person that goes really fast, you have one person that can break through stuff, one person that can fly. And you do normal Sonic levels, but you also have to switch between the characters at certain points in the level so that you can progress in the level. And I thought that was just amazing. A lot of people don't like that and don't care for this game, but I think it's a really fun game. Really cool game. Next is Naruto Clash of Ninja 2. Now, the reason I don't have Clash of Ninja 1 is because somewhere along the line I lost it, I think, or I sold it, one of the two. And the second reason is that this is the exact same thing as number 1, except it literally puts all the data that was on Clash of Ninja 1 and adds more at the end of the game. So you're still playing Clash of Ninja 1 until a point, and then it starts at number 2 on this disc. So it's weird how they did that. They made a 3 and a 4 for Japan, but they never released America's, which kind of sucked because I really wanted more of these games. But this is a very good fighting game. Very good fighting game if you've never played it. Next we have Harvest Moon Magical Melody. This is my all-time favorite Harvest Moon, all-time favorite simulator, anything. First of all, Magical Melody brings the perfect graphical sense to a game like this as possible. It's just adorable. It's a great game. There's so much you can do in this game that it's kind of mind-boggling, and it's just fun. It's hard to explain it, but Harvest Moon is one of my preferred games for the GameCube. I think it's just such a good game, and it's really, really worth it. And I gotta change this stack around because it's producing a shadow. We don't want no shadows up in here. I might just have whatever. Next we have Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. Now, Wonderful Life is another. It's not as good as Magical Melody in my opinion, and I'm sure there's probably people who think the exact opposite as me. But A Wonderful Life, it still has really cool graphics. In fact, the graphics are really realistic, like on A Wonderful Life compared to Magical Melody. I just never played it that much. I know I played it. My first ever Harvest Moon was this one, and it was for the PS2. But somewhere along the line, I started and picked up Magical Melody and preferred it more than Wonderful Life. Very weird. Next we have Animal Crossing with the memory card. I'm not an Animal Crossing fan. Sorry. I don't hate it or anything like that. I never got into it in the first place. Like I said, I played Harvest Moon, so going from Harvest Moon into Animal Crossing was weird to me. And I'm sure if I started off in Animal Crossing, I'd feel the way that most people do about Harvest Moon, because that's the exact way it seems to go down. And this game was intended to be on the 64, but they shifted it over to the Gamecube, which is why the graphics are the way they are, if you didn't know that. I always thought that was interesting, too. NBA Street Volume 2. I normally don't collect sport games, but I will 100% make exceptions to NBA Street or NFL Street. I'm really looking for NFL Street Volume 2 because that was my favorite sport game of all time for the longest time. But this game was crazy. I love it. I love everything about NBA Street games. They're so good. The soundtracks are crazy. The moves and stuff that you can do, the customization, everything. This is such a good game. If you've never played it, you have to. It's a great game. Next is Starfox Assault. This is a love-hate game. I can't stand this game when I'm on the ground or in a tank or stuff like that. I don't like the ground missions, but I love the flight missions. Absolutely love them. It does have a co-op portion on it where you can verse each other and shoot each other and kill each other, but I would much prefer if you could do just dogfights and stuff, but you can't, and that's just something that sucks about that. Next we have Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. This is my favorite Mario game on the Gamecube, hands down. The fact that it's an RPG is crazy, and the fact that I loved everything about this game as a kid. I actually got stuck and had to go online and look up how to get past a certain part when I was a kid because I didn't understand how to pass it. And it's so cool. This game was just so cool. It was also the first game I ever bought with my own real money at the time. So I love everything about Paper Mario. I just love it. Cool games. Cool games. Just put all this there. Next we have Mario Superstar Baseball. If I had to pick a sport game for the GameCube, Mario Superstar Baseball is actually the best out of the 4 sport games for the GameCube. The 4 Mario sport games. Baseball has the best everything. You actually get a map, you get a kind of a story mode. Not really, but you kind of get a story mode. There's tons of unlockable stuff. There's a bunch of mini games. Mario Superstar Baseball is just fantastic, and a lot of people overlook it, but this is the best sport game on the GameCube for Mario-wise. The second best Mario sport game is Mario Golf. Man, it's kind of dark back there. There we go. Yeah. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. The courses are really unique, and I really like that. The graphics were pretty good. The best thing about this game is the putting system. The fact that you can actually putt and it's made to look easy, and you can shift around and learn where all the curves and stuff are, so you don't have to guess where to putt. That's what makes this game good, because it's actually a playable golf game that you can get birdies and stuff instead of always getting a par or bogey. Mario Power Tennis. This is not the worst, unfortunately. Mario Power Tennis is the third best. If you haven't noticed, I kind of went in order, but this game, it gets really boring really quick. There's not that much to do. There's not really many things to unlock either, and gameplay stays relatively same the whole game. There's nothing to do but like cups. There are a few minigame style courses, but they're not very fun. The only thing I do like, and I remember about it, was when you could paint the wall with paintballs by hitting them and stuff. That was really cool. Super Mario Strikers. This is where my opinion would change. This is the worst sport game out of the four. Now, don't get me wrong, it has the funnest gameplay out of all the sport games. But what makes it the worst is that there's no story, there's no variety of game modes. It's just the same thing over and over again. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Even Mario Power Tennis has more game modes than this game does. This game has nothing but the same old soccer match over and over on one of the very few arenas over and over again, and you can't even pick your own team. You pick one Mario character, and then the rest of your team is like Toad. I'm sorry, I don't like that. Luigis Mansion. This game was so underrated. Everybody said that this game was like a 4-hour-long game. This game took me like 12 hours minimum to beat, and I think it obviously took me longer than that. I actually enjoy games. I don't just run through them, so I'm not quite sure how somebody did that, how somebody got so little, how they beat it in 4 hours. You must have really been rushing through, or you're really exaggerating. But it's a very good game. Graphic wise, it's amazing. Very good stuff. The next game, I'm going to review it as a 3-pack. Mario Party 4, 5, and 6. My favorite game, my favorite Mario Party is actually Mario Party 5, which is in the middle. Mario Party 5 had the most minigames, had the most unique minigames, and you could also play Mario Volleyball and Mario Ice Hockey on it as well. The maps were really good, and those are definitely deciding factors. Mario Party 4 isn't my favorite because everything's bland to me on Mario Party 4. And number 6 is probably a good second place because it has that day and night system. That's just awesome. Next we have Mario Kart Double Dash. This was my favorite Mario Kart game until the 3DS came out with Mario Kart 7. I love everything about it. The courses, the power-ups, the 2 players, the double of the power-ups actually. Double Dash got a lot of hate, but I don't see why. Super Mario Sunshine, the only platforming Mario for the system. Very weird that they only made one, but Sunshine is so good. So good. And it takes a long time to beat. It has a lot of content on the disc, which is really nice. A lot of people hated this game because Mario was cleaning up paint. I don't understand where the hate comes from. Their reason was that he was cleaning up paint. That's why they hated this game. That's part of the story. You can't hate it because of the story. That's just stupid. And the final game that I have 2 copies of it. Super Smash Bros. Melee. This is my favorite game for the Gamecube, and this is copy 3 and copy 4 because I actually broke 2 copies when I was a kid, and I had to replace, and instead of buying 1 at a time, I bought 2 at a time. And this one's actually almost ready to go because it's just so beat up. But Super Smash Bros., I have 2 copies. They're both working right now, thank God. And just my favorite game. So that is my GameCube collection right there. Pretty big. I love my GameCube collection. There are only a few games I really still want for it. I want Mario Party 7, trying to remember, Shadow the Hedgehog, and like I said, the Beautiful Joes, and probably SSX Tricky, and some of the Zeldas. But that's about it. I have all the games I really wanted. I've played these extensively from when I was a kid to even recently, so I can't wait to be doing reviews of these as well, and hope you guys enjoyed my collection, and have a good day, guys.